Oh, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Knight2727, and this is my WWE2k15 Xbox One review. Old school scoring system is back, maximum of 10 points for each category. We got graphics, gameplay, sound, and replay value. Onto the scoring system. 40 points get you a A, 35 get you a B, 30 get you a C, 25 get you a D, 20 get you a F. Anything below isn't worth the money. Sad face. Now on to my first next-gen review. Now let's talk about graphics. Now recently, some of the WWE games have been taking a spike in graphics, but the gameplay has always been solid. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 had the best graphics up until the next-gen version of WWE2k15. As you see, Triple H's character model looks very realistic, up to presentations and such as the Wyatt family. New entries like Wyatt, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan look absolutely realistic. The lighting choices that they use really make a difference. This is a very gorgeous looking title. As you see a clip from the showcase mode, The Rock, CM Punk, they have such details as just their tattoos. The ring size is adjusted. The crowd is more active. You can see them counting with their fingers for the 3 count. New referee. And as you see in more character models like Randy Orton, updated Daniel Bryan, updated John Cena, everybody looks that much more realistic. Graphics get a 10 out of 10. Let's take a look at gameplay. Gameplay has been drastically slowed down. WWE 2k15 for the Xbox One has added in stamina, similar to what you saw in SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. You have to pace yourself. Matches flow differently. Sometimes the AI is still bad, especially in tag team matches. There's still glitches. Elimination tags, a lot of the time your partner, who's controlled by the computer, will get himself eliminated. So sometimes you would have to pay offense and defense, as you see right here, to successfully win the match, as Dolph Ziggler stands there and doesn't stick defense. What's new this year is this chain wrestling system, as you see right here. You can strike, and it's more so a rock, paper, scissors. As you see, it's a series of 3 different holds that you would use, and then you use the right analog stick to find the sweet spot. You can use strikes, or you can crank to disrupt your opponent finding the sweet spot. Scoring a little bit of damage could help weaken down the opponent for the later goings. But now the chain grapples are gone and you're going to be stuck with a chin lock. You're going to be seeing this reversal over and over and over. Wrist control, side headlock, and waist control are now taken out of the game. But some things do make it nice and exciting, and you get cutscenes kind of like this, as you see Roman Reigns with his basement dropkick as an OMG moment. For the Xbox One, this finisher only requires 1 finisher, as the PlayStation 3 version of this game requires Roman to store 3 finishers. RVD has his new spin kick, which is now added into the game off the apron. The game still flows good, but the Xbox One suffers frame rate issues for regular one-on-one matches or just regular offline matches. Navigation is still a little messed up. As you see, Randy had a little bit of trouble hitting the RKO or still trying to strike John Cena as if he were on the ground. As you see, we have stamina, so certain finishers like that, the attitude adjustment, John Cena will desperately try to crawl over into the pin. But when the Predator technology works, it works well. As you see an RKO, Sister Abigail, John Cena, about to hit his signature move. It does flow well when it does. But the frame rate does not seem to take a hit when you are in 2K Showcase mode. And speaking of 2K Showcase mode, let's take a look into that. Showcase, you're reliving events from past WWE events, shows, and pay-per-views, and you play as these wrestlers and you have to complete a series of objectives. You may have to Irish whip opponent to a corner of this or damage them to this extent, and they give you objectives and they give you lists and instructions on exactly what to do. And a lot of the time you're rewarded with beautiful cutscenes, great commentary. King and Michael Cole have sat down and actually recorded these lines together, so now they feel more fluid, as if they're having solid conversations, and it makes these cutscenes like this very rewarding. Sometimes they show you clip from the show, but they took the time to reanimate all of these events, and you may remember these from watching them on TV or actually being there live in the audience. They actually added a lot of in-game voices, so you hear these wrestlers yelling at each other, and it feels so much like you're watching the show, especially with the updated graphics. Moments like these are very nice. So other matches offline like Universe or just regular one-on-one, the Xbox One does seem to suffer a lot of frame rate issues, but it does not affect the 2K Showcase mode at all. Now 2K Showcase also may have some cinematic moments like this where you would need to hit button sequences on the right amount of time. Either you have a time limit and you have to hit the right button, and this will help you advance. Now you can win the match any way you want, but you most likely will not unlock things. Hitting these sequences on the right timing, doing all the little objectives will help you unlock all of the things. Now if you don't want to, you can purchase what's called the Accelerator, which is $1.99, and this will unlock everything in the game. So right from the start you can have everything, or you can go to the 2K Showcase mode. Showcase mode is going to take you quite a bit of time, as you have two main rivalry feuds that you're going to be going through is John Cena versus CM Punk and Shawn Michaels versus Triple H. So you'll get a couple different type of match types, and there's a ton of matches to go through. As you see, here's a clip from Raw 1000, and you get to relive a lot of classic and epic moments that you've seen on TV. If you remember this one, it was pretty exciting. And you see it's very accurate, which makes it good. Such surprise returns, the great one running down, and it captures so much realism. It captures all the excitement. Sometimes it can still be a little inaccurate, but it shows that they're really making progress. And also, there's DLC available. So far, one more match has been added, and they've given in matches with Christian, Edge, Randy Orton, Sheamus, Del Rio, and you play through these matches and you unlock other characters. So some of these give you more things to unlock. Online works well, but usually has a ton of lag, and it can be quite frustrating. Quite infuriating. Now, I'll give gameplay a 7 out of 10. Let's get into sound. Now, sound is very important for a wrestling game, such as authentic theme songs, music in the menus, slams, crowd reaction. Now, 2K has done a good job of most of these things, as you hear certain things that should be in the game, the Usos and the Samoan dance that they do, and you can hear their voices. You can hear them say Uso, and it's good. It's good and refreshing. You can hear in-game taunts like Jack Swagger, We the People, Ryback, Feed Me More chants when he loads up the meat hook clothesline. Some people's taunts, like CM Punk saying "Best in the World," still aren't in the game. John Cena, as he comes out in his entrance, you actually hear him talking. It's time to go to work, saying certain things. So it makes it very, very fun playing as the Usos. Can do the Uso chant, or R-Truth hearing him say "What's up," and it makes a nice presentation. Also, a lot of these modes have these voice acting from the superstars, as you see Vince McMahon reliving such a pay-per-view moment, and hearing all of this helps so much with the presentation. Watching through it with just text would kind of kill the experience, and the next gen version is really polished in certain aspects. So as you see certain things like sound and presentation, it's very top notch. Take a listen.
We ain't ending this night like that. You don't take it from him. I am.
Now, some things can be a little messed up, as with some of the lag and some of the glitches. The sounds can bounce around and be a little bit before or a little bit too late. It's not perfect, but pretty darn good. So for the sound department, I'm going to have to give it a 9 out of 10. Now we're going to have to take a look into the replay value. If you go to one-on-one, you have normal, extreme rules, false count anywhere, steel cage, no holds barred, last man standing, Iron Man match, submission, hell in a cell, table, TLC. Let's go back and show you TLC is now stripped down to only one-on-one. Triple threat, only normal, extreme rules, and Hell in a Cell, 4-man tag team, fatal 4-way, elimination tag, fatal 4-way, extreme rules, but no tornado tag team matches. 6-man tag, Money in the Bank, you would have Battle Royal, but only over the top, Elimination Chamber, Hell in a Cell, Elimination Tag, a Royal Rumble, you have your tournaments, Gold Rush, King of the Ring, Tag Team, no Slobber Knocker, and you have your tag team matches, but these are all of the game modes. So much has been taken out. You no longer have the ability to customize matches. Now you have your career mode. We'll get into that in a bit. Now the showcase mode, as you see, you have 19 matches for one, then you have 14 matches and also an additional 9 from the DLC. From here, you can go watch some videos that you unlock that they show during the showcase mode. And hey, you can see some clips from The Rock. But this is nice, and there's also more DLC coming on. So as you see, I do have the One More Match DLC. Mark Henry's Hall of Pain is next. Now, more things like this where the actual in-game cutscenes, so you can appreciate all of the animation and how they redid all of the events, and you can go look at that anytime. Also an image gallery, you can see pictures, professional pictures that were taken from these events, and that's also pretty nice. So you do get some content for, heavy WWE fans might want to really take a look at all these little things, and because they put such hard work into unlock. Xbox Store, so you can still get DLC, but so much has been taken down in this game mode. I mean, this particular game version. A lot of people was wondering about the universe. I can get a little bit into this and show you about that. What I try to do with my reviews is give you a taste and let you see all of the modes and see all the menus. As you see, here's my universe. You can play your matches. You can set rivalries now, which was in 2k14, and you get 3 per show. So these are my rivalries for Raw and SmackDown. You're able to edit them during length, medium, long, short. You see your WWE. You can manage who's the champion, who's the #1 contender. You can change who's in what position for the title rankings. You can change the belts, assign whatever belt that you want, but things like create a belt are gone, create an arena are gone, create a story gone. But you see, you can unlock certain kinds of stories for the rivalry, so you don't have to play the same thing over and over. You have to play through some of these to unlock hints and to be able to go through all these things to get more options. So it's fresh and not repetitive, seeing the same thing over and over and over. Also, you're able to customize all the characters. They get momentum, and that actually raises their stats, but not their permanent stats. You can change their permanent stats with the accelerator. You can edit your roster. You can put together teams, stables, also edit their moves as a tag team, edit their entrance. You have story, you have new stuff like Undertaker's WrestleMania rivalry. So there are some new things that are being added in, your injury rivalries. So your universe is fresh and it's actually less buggy. So if those of you who are really interested in the game for the universe mode, which will save a lot of the replay value, it's actually been put together very well. Community Creations has took a strike. So like I said, you cannot create an arena. You cannot create a story. You cannot create a championship. You can make a superstar. Create a diva is also gone. So much is being taken out for this next gen version. The creator entrance has been stripped down, but the community creations have actually looking pretty decent. I wanted to make sure I showed you how good some of these look. Now it's okay to scan in faces. You can put in your own logo and you can actually make these things a lot easier. So you can see like the Ascension, Matt Hardy, MVP, and the community creations, you can edit the superstars a lot easier. You can upload and you get 5 slots. The more downloads you get, you see I have 15 downloads, then you unlock other categories. As you see, I try to scan my face into the game. You get a generated code, and then you will type that in. There's the MVP, there's Venom, Superman, Rick Ross, there's a lot of people, Kobe. So you can download a lot of people, and you can get outfits a lot easier. And they stop loading up the full 3D character model and just do a picture, so it's a lot easier to load, and they do prevent you from downloading too much by giving you time. Now online, things like special guest referee matches, handicap matches gone, so that may kill your fun for online, and it is pretty laggy, but it's okay when it does work. When it's laggy, it's very difficult to kick out or to counter, and that could really kill a lot of your fun. So replay value takes a huge strike, but what kind of saves it also is my career mode, which you make your own superstar and you start from the bottom, NXT, and you really work your way up from scratch. And that's very unique. You build your stats, you're getting your Twitter follows, you can do a dark match or you tune-up match, you can focus on just getting followers or getting more points to upgrade your character. And it's pretty much a season mode. You answer to Vicky Guerrero, William Regal, or Triple H, and you sometimes get a chance to choose what you would want to do. The Performance Center you can do once a week, and you can actually upgrade, and that's all about performance. They judge you on your match, similar to SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. As you see, this is where you would do your stats, you would get your abilities, you would save up to do this. Also, purchase slots for your skills, and purchase would be like getting managers or training with certain superstars to be able to use their moves, and this would unlock it in a move set. Now when you make a created character in just the regular mode and you transfer them over to my career mode, your moves will be erased because not all of these moves are even available. So you would have to really build and work your way up to train with certain people, and you can even train with the Great One. With so much taken out, I'm going to have to give replay value a 6 out of 10. WWE2k15 gets a 32 out of 40, which scores it a C+.